Hello everybody, it is Chimpso here, bringing you another Proxy Singe gameplay commentary, recorded gameplay commentary. This won't be a live one today. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet right now, it's pretty late at night, but I just had a really good ranked game that I wanted to post as soon as possible. So I'm doing this recording now. I'm playing Singe against Lissandra top. Thank you Red Mercy and the LCS for making so many people counterpick me with Lissandra, who don't know how to play her. So this is going to be a very fun game. The Ari on my team actually recognizes me in Champion Select. She thinks that she saw one of my videos from somewhere. So, and the zz'rot in this game was in another game that I played, and she added me in. We've been duoing for a bit. So, I'm gonna have a really great game here up against Lissandra. Gonna do my my new Singe start here, which is Adoring Twin Potion and Ward with the Greed Mastery 0, 17, 13 for Masteries, and Hybrid Penetration, Hybrid Pen Marks, Armor Seals, Magic Resist per level Glyphs, and Full Move Speed Quints. Gonna get into our proxy place here, starting off. Lissandra is a pretty easy matchup to play in, as long as you don't lane against her, which unfortunately I'm going to end up doing a little bit here because the enemy team goes for a level 1 invade, and because of that she has to run back top lane, and I sort of get a bit caught out, but that's alright, everything goes well in the end. Ari's gonna come here a little bit, but she doesn't need to be here, so I ping her back. Now with this new Singe build, like I said before, the biggest weakness of it is that you don't get Flask as your item, and that's a problem because if you're forced to lane, if your proxy gets denied, you want to have that extra HP and mana. So in this game, you're actually going to see, because my proxy sort of gets denied here, but it's worth getting denied because you're going to see what happens. But because my proxy gets denied and I have to lane against Lissandra for a bit, I do pick up a Flask this game when I go back. It's necessary. It probably won me the game, that decision. So it was a good idea in that regard. Gonna start proxying here. I see Lissandra there, but I think maybe she won't notice me here. She'll just keep running top. Hopefully, if she's the only one who comes, I can just get this wave and leave. But Talon is gonna come here in just a moment, so I'm gonna have to pop Ghost and just leg it as fast as I can. Lissandra starts W, which she would have killed me here if she started Q, I'm pretty sure. But she started W. I'm gonna run, laugh in their face, of course, because that's very important, and goad Talon into flashing onto me and using Easy Knight as well before. So he has no summoners up, which means Ari's gonna have a very easy time in lane, and Olaf has an easy gank on him right there. I'm just eating some jelly beans here at the moment. Probably not a good idea to be doing while I'm doing a commentary, but why the fuck not? So I teleport to lane here. I probably could have just walked back, but I know Lissandra's only half health, so I think why not? Let's go for her here. She's only half health, but once again she did start W, so I can't really do anything too early there. She's gonna hit level 2 and start poking me with Qs. I'm waiting to get my fling. I'm hoping to do something to her there. Flinger, Sky Auto, I'm pretty sure I did. And I could have killed her here if I had Ghost, but I had to use it to escape that level 1 gangbang. So I don't kill her. Although I played against a lot of Lissandra matchups because she's really popular at the moment, everyone counterpicks her into Singe, counterpicks, air quotes. I'm not actually used to laning against one this early because most of the time my proxy doesn't get denied. So I've sort of lost on what to do, and I get a bit greedy and I do die here. In just a moment. She flash W's me and then just auto attacks me to death. But fortunately it's not going to cost me the game. And the team does pretty well. This team is amazing, by the way. Everyone on this team does incredibly well. I'm going to die quite a bit this game, in the later parts, because this game is just non-stop action. But despite dying, every time I die, the team is going to capitalize and take something for it. So, this game is basically the epitome of don't chase Singed, pretty much, because chasing Singe, even if you catch him, won't do anything good for your team in the long run. Olaf pulling out Lissandra there, that's good. That means when I get back to lane, she's going to be gone, so I can hopefully get a proxy set up again. Everyone else is doing pretty well, so it's just going to be farming for a little bit here. nothing really much to say. I have another jelly bean, why not? Oh shit. That's a bad flavour. Ugh. Allen's sour jelly beans. Wanted to try them out, they're not that good. So I won't be buying them again. Oh well. Allen's loss, not mine. So yeah, just farming. Nothing else to do at the moment. I'm just going to come back soon, so I want to try and get this wave as soon as possible so I can get in position to proxy. Like I said, you don't want to lane against Lissandra at all, because she just pokes you down way too easily. So, you want to proxy her as much as possible. She's shit at last hitting under tower, so you can just keep her there. Too late to run around to get the wave, so I'm going to come over here instead, and just run past the tower. Pick it up. Yeah, I think you're ready to start. Sorry if I sound a bit quiet. I just have to keep my voice down a little bit. People are sleeping. So, Sandra comes in there. I flip her right after her E, so she can't really do anything. Just losing CS. Waste of time. I'm trying to get around to proxy her again, but she's in my way. So I'm going to have to go back into lane here. Not a problem. I can still do it right here. You're going to see something pretty funny happen soon. Now, throughout this whole thing, I'm like, okay, I have Ghost, but I'm low on mana. I'm pretty sure it's here. I have Ghost, but I'm low on mana, so there's not really much I can do. I'll just try and farm and then hopefully be... I'm pretty sure it's here. Is it? We'll see. Yeah, it's here. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna die here. So I quickly pop Ghost and start running. And I'm thinking, wouldn't it be funny if she walked into the tower with poison ticking? Wouldn't it be funny? Oh. Okay. I did not expect her to do that at all. Like, at all. I knew she was out of mana, so she couldn't really kill me. I knew if I dodged her E, I would be safe. But I didn't expect she'd actually run into the tower right there. That was pretty funny. Gonna pick up, I'm gonna rush Merc Treads, of course, against Lissandra. It just makes the whole matchup so much easier. She can't lock you down at all, pretty much. So, really good pickup. I would get it even if the entire rest of the enemy team was AD. If they have a Lissandra and I'm Singed, I'm gonna get those Merc Treads. They just help me out so much. TB's up, so I'm looking around. Nothing really happening, so I can just go back to farming. Gonna make some nice TP plays this game. This game is just non-stop action. Absolute non-stop action. Towards the mid and late game, it's just team fight after team fight after team fight. One mistake I make this game is I completely forgot to buy distortion boots. Distortion boots would have been excellent this game. I should have got them the moment I realized that we were fighting a lot. But it occurred to me after I recalled and I was like halfway back to the middle of the map, like, oh, I should have got distortion boots, and then I just forget for the rest of the game. But yeah, distortion boots would have been a great pickup for this game later on. But right now, just farming again. Wanna just keep an eye on bot lane on the map, see if they engage, because I can teleport to the turret or help out if there's any sort of dive that happens. Because I do have my ultimate up right now. Sandra's coming around again. I pop ult because one, I don't have vision on the jungler. And two, she could probably kill me on her own. So, gonna pop ult, get those distances, get that speed, and just try and run out. But of course, you know, as Singed, you gotta have balls, so I'm gonna pick up a wave on the way out. Because why not? Might as well. Talon comes, I'm like, oh shit, that's why I shouldn't do that. He's gonna flash me again, just missed me with his Drake, and a solid execute right there. That was pretty close. But, pisses off Talon quite a bit, so that's good. Get my Merc Treads, and gonna pick up a Ruby Crystal here as well. Gonna pick up Ruby Crystal instead of Sapphire Crystal this early on because just the health is better. I'm not really gonna run out of mana. And yes, I'm going for Aurora this game. People ask like tier Aurora, which is better? Look, honestly, I don't know. I do not know. They're both good. You can win on both, but I'm liking Aurora at the moment right now. I don't know. I'm just doing better with it. I don't know, maybe there's sometimes when tier's better. I don't know the matchups. So if you ask me which is better, tier or Roa, I have no fucking clue. Right now I'd say Roa. But, you know, tier will work perfectly fine as well if you want to get that. Gonna run past the tower, start picking up the next wave. Lissandra's there, so... But I want to stay behind the tower. I don't want to be in lane with her bullshit again, so I'm gonna do a little bit of fancy back and forth here. But I keep de-aggroing the creeps, so... I'm in a bit of an awkward position. I just want to get that cannon creep. I don't care about the little ones. There we go. Got it. Mission accomplished. I'm still behind, so I can proxy. So I'm going to keep doing just that. Lissandra has to last hit on the turret. Like I said, she's really shit at doing that. So, it's good for me. Here she comes again. I'm going to flip her. She already used her E, so there's no risk of her coming after me again. And she's going to flash here for some reason, even though she's really low on mana and health. So I'm like, what are you doing? Just pop my ult, turn on her, flip her. I guess volley was coming, so she thought it might be a good idea, but it wasn't at all. Pick up another wave here, why not? Who cares? Volley can't really do anything if I got my ult running, and I do have my ghost up, so it's all good. Volley's a good jungler to play Singed against, because he can't do shit. He can't come after you. Gonna go again. Greed's gonna take over me again here. Gonna go for another wave. I'm thinking to myself, I'll just run back top through lane. Oh shit, Volley's here. Oh, what's gonna happen? Close. Very close. I think it was in his auto attack animation right there. Yeah, greedy there. But it worked out. That's alright. Game's pretty close early on. Kills are pretty tight. Talon's going to become a bit of a problem, but we'll end up dealing with him later on. So, not too bad. Head back to lane. No TP up, so I can't really help out. Got to be careful. Lissandra's at that point where she can push waves really well. But I was talking to the guy I was doing with before. I told him I really love the fact that Lissandra's getting picked, because everyone counter picks her into Singed, and they don't know how to play her. And he's like, oh, you know, you've been in trouble because I know how to play Lissandra. I'm like, what do you build? And he says, I build Morellos. I'm like, I'll dumpster you. Because this is what happens when you build Morellos Lissandra. You're squishy, and once you use your E, I can take you out really easily. If you build Royal Lissandra, you still have plenty of mana, but I cannot catch you. I cannot kill you because you have too much health. You would just be able to run and kite me backwards for much longer than you can with Morellos. So if you're top lane against Singed with Lissandra, build Rod of Ages. Don't build Morellos. I mean, I'm still not afraid of you if you build Rod of Ages, because I'm not going to be chasing you down if I see you're building Rod of Ages. But you won't have me dumpstering you like I just did there. If you actually go for a Rod of Ages against the tanky matchups like Singed. Talon's going to get some more kills there. A bit of a concern, because he's one of those champions who just dive your back line and kill everyone. But our back line is also going to get really fed. Arya's going to land some godlike charms. She's going to initiate pretty much every team fight with a great charm. And then Zyra's going to land a lot of awesome snares. Then we'll pick a lot of people off with them. So really great work by everyone this game. Great team. Corky is always there to help clean up whenever I die, so that's very good as well. And Olaf does something pretty cool later on in this game, which is awesome. And the entire team, enemy team, is pretty pissed off at this point. So if they're pissed off, gotta make sure you keep laughing at them, keep taunting, keep the pressure up. There, Lissandra makes the mistake again of not activating her E early, so I have her CC'd while it ends, so she can't go to it. She'll learn from that mistake next time, so that's good. Learning from mistakes is good. But I can't keep chasing her there, because she'll just snare me, keep controlling me. They come for me here. I put my ult straight away, and popping my ult really quick saves my life, because the extra resistances give me just enough health to survive. But Talon comes in and takes me out. That's unfortunate. That would have been good, but whatever. I tell my team to go dragon here, but it's already gone, so oh well. We could have gone for a dragon off of that play if it was up, so it's all good. We've got to have enough for my Rod of Ages here. A Rod of Ages at almost 14 minutes when you've had to build a flask for lane is amazing. I am huge this game. Getting a Rod of Ages out early just means your mid game will be like phenomenal. You're going to have such a good mid game, because it's going to be stacked up, and you can have your allies much earlier than usual. Notice some action here. Teleport to the ward. I should have teleported to the zz'rot plant in retrospect, but it didn't occur to me. Run in here, see if Thresh is low, so I flip him, take him out. Talon comes in, he's just gonna get completely destroyed. That's just pretty much what's gonna happen to him every fight this game. My worries about him being too big were misplaced. This team is very good. Recall here, don't need to help him take down that tower. Singe does shit damage to towers, so doesn't matter. And no, I'm not going to build the zz'rot portal this game, there's no need. We do pretty well throughout, so I don't need it. Getting back to lane. Teleports down, so I might as well farm. No dragon up, so I'm all good. I'm clear to go up here. Don't have any sight on the enemy, so I'm not going to go too far up yet. Gonna get my wards down. Like I said, that ward in the middle of the jungle there is very, very good. So, what, do I put it down here? Maybe I don't, because maybe I'm planning to run away. No, I'm pretty sure I do. No point trying to stay around there because no, I run mid lane. But I should have put the ward down there. It shouldn't be sitting in my inventory. But yeah, no point trying to slap down that tower with the Lissandra there. Should just clear the way too quickly. So we're gonna run behind here, pop ult, pop ghost, and just go right for him. I'm running west. Talon gonna go. He goes for Ahri. Big mistake. He's gonna get wrecked. Well, eventually. I'm just gonna keep the rest of his team away. Fuck around with these guys a little bit, so they can't help him out. That's good. Successful gank, I guess. Lissandra learns a lesson this time, as I said before. If she'd waited any longer, I would have flung her there and she would have been very dead. So, good. Learning from your mistakes. That's good learning from your mistakes right there. I'll give her credit. Notice Volibear here. I'm like, oh, that landed slow. He lands slow. That's good. Drop my Mega Adhesive, but he flashes. That's okay. Got the flash. That's alright. Their blue buff's up, so our team can take that. I'll just keep volley away. Lissandra comes in for some reason. I guess she doesn't know that Ahri's there, and just gets destroyed. And volley can't really do anything with me around. I'll just flip him away and Mega Adhesive him, so he just has to run away. I show some balls here by taunting at the tower, but I pay for it with my life because Talon comes. That's alright. It was totally worth it. You know, got to show your opponent you ain't afraid. Always. Especially if they're pissed off. Make sure you do a little taunt. Singe has the best taunts in the game, so make sure you use them. They're part of your kit. Here I'm telling the team that, you know, we could still lose. We'll have to focus Talon in fights. But like I said, that's not going to be a problem. He's just going to dive the back line all the time and just get completely melted. So, not a problem at all. I notice here that Lissandra is pushing top, so now I have a decision to make. You know, I asked the team, when's the dragon going to be up? We don't have the timer. They say soon. So I'm like, oh shit, you know, Lissandra's going to push down top lane, but my TP is not up for another, 40 seconds. So I have to make the decision. So I'm like, alright, I'll go top lane. Don't want to lose the tower. But dragon comes up a little bit earlier than expected. But fortunately still late enough. I'm going to chase down Lissandra here. Probably shouldn't have blown my ult considering, dragon's coming up soon. That's alright. I'm going to make her waste all her mana, which means she is going to have to recall before teleporting into the fight. So she gets in there very late. So when my TP in there gets a 4v5. So in the end it is worth it. 10 seconds, I see everyone grouping around, like, oh shit, be careful. And the fight starts, and I gotta watch carefully and be, oh shit, fight starting. Alright, quick, TP in. Fortunately, Lissandra doesn't have the mana to stop me, and she's not nearby, so that's good. I'm gonna come in here. Everyone dives in, so I've just gotta try and keep Volibear away, and then go for Jinx when Ahri lands a charm. Ahri lands some great charms this game, like I said. She's just going to grab the lantern, but she's going to die. Thresh runs forward, and that kills him. I'm just going to Mega Adhesive him up right here, and then flip him. Wrecked. That was actually weird right there, watching that. I think he got snared by a Mega Red Hayseed, even though it just ran out. That was pretty weird. Go after volley here, but unfortunately, he does have his passive up, and Lissandra is there, so no point. Never going to catch him. Run around here to see what Lissandra's doing, but she has very up, so I won't get her. Don't know why I warded there, but I did. Here I have a bit of a dilemma. I'm like, okay, I can get my Rallies if I sell my Doran's Ring, but oh dear, I have to wait for it. With non-stop action in this game, I'm a bit, worried about having to wait around for items. But it's alright. Olaf can't be disabled. He's a real man, so he's gonna get out. Olaf jungle is actually very good this season. He has great clears, great sustain. So obviously lane he's still pretty shit, but in jungle he's actually very good. Like I said, non-stop action. The team's gathering around again. Lissandra uses her E here, which was a mistake. So I'm just gonna go run up to her. Me and Corky are gonna kill her. Easy. Banart's 45, I'm going to run behind and flank them. Obviously I want to try and get Talon as much as I can. Try and hopefully get him before he goes into ult. Ahri lands a charm. I go for Talon, he goes into ult. He's going to dive the back line and Ahri's going to Zhonya's. She got that really early, which is good. And he's just going to melt. And yeah, I'm just going to keep Volibear and Jinx away. A bit worried about doing this dragon because Olaf and I are both low. So I'm like, oh dear. Who's going to tank this? But I decided to just run after volley and just keep him away as much as he can so he can't steal it. Pay for it with my life, but he dies too, and we get the dragon. So it's worth it. Like I said, every time I die this game, pretty much, my team gets something out of it, and we catch Jinx as well. Massive fucking wave top lane. Right here is where I realised, hey, we're farting a lot. So instead of buying that amp tome, I should have bought Distortion enchantment for the boots, but like I said, I didn't. It just completely slipped my mind. I don't know why. But I'm gonna have to go. My CS is garbage this game because we're fighting so much. That's alright. Gonna have to run up there and clear that out. Teleport is up fairly soon, so should be okay. And there's no dragon up, so it's not a problem. Always gonna be looking out for that dragon when you have teleport, no matter what set lane you're playing. Make sure that it's warded. Make sure that you have something to teleport to if a fight breaks out. All that. Teleport is mainly used for dragon plays most of the time. It's not just for getting back to lane. I think that's a mistake a lot of people make in lower elo. They just think of teleport as something to get back into lane. When I used to play Rise top, I would always take flash teleport, and that, like I said before, one of my previous videos, that basically carried me out of silver and gold. I would just, enemy bot lane to push, now support warded their back bush, I'll just teleport in and get a double kill bot lane and then snowball the rest of the game. So make sure you're always looking out for gank opportunities with your teleports. It's a very important part of playing Proxy Singed. You need to always be looking out, his enemy bot lane push. See that pink ward down in bot lane on the minimap. If our tower was still up and the enemy bot laners were pushed up to the tower, I could teleport to that pink ward. Obviously I would want to have my ult up, or at least my ghost. And we could go in there, maybe get a double kill for our AD carry. That's good. You're always going to be looking out for those opportunities. If there's a fight breaking out in mid, even if it's a 1v1, maybe you want to teleport in to help out. Anything you can do. That teleport isn't just for getting back into lane. Make a bit of a mistake here. I'm like, okay, my team's coming, so I'll run back in a little bit, but that kills me there because everyone jumps on me. But don't chase Singed. Even if you catch him, it's bad for you. They get chunked down by all my damage, so Corky and Olaf just come in and clean up. And we're going to get mid tower as well, so obviously very good. Every time I die, it's worth. I don't get the mentality of some people. Like, I'm obviously a Singed main. I have Riot Squad Singed, and my summoner name is Chase the Singed. Don't you think I want you to chase me? Don't you think I want you to do just that? Chase me around like an idiot? It's just so funny. I don't understand. I think maybe they just went on tilt this game and they're like, oh shit, this is bad. We gotta get the kill. We gotta get kills because that will help us win fights. But it's not worth it. Jinx here, I don't think, like, doesn't realize I'm in front of her for a second and then quickly flashes away. Not going to be able to get her, but that's alright. I've completely cut off Lissandra from the rest of her team, so she isn't able to follow up. I'm going to die here again, but like I said, clean up Cruz here. Corki dies. I kill Thresh with my poison there. I actually didn't notice that at first. I'm like, what? Wait, Thresh died? What the fuck? I thought he got like executed by wolves or something, but he did die to my poison just after that fight. Team shouldn't really be there for that long because they got people coming back up, but they leave before anyone is able to catch them, so that's good. And there's no dragon up, so the enemy team can't rush it. The enemy team doesn't have enough damage to do Baron yet, so good. Non-stop action. Another fight's gonna break here. Why did Talon do that? You shouldn't just dive onto 3 people like that if your team is not immediately going in straight away. So Corki's going to come in, and Ari's going to add another great charm on Lissandra. Lissandra's going to ult Olaf, which is probably not the person she wanted to ult. She wanted to ult Ari, but Olaf was the only person close enough. I come in and steal the kill against Volibear. But hey, whatever. I'm singed. I need kills too. Yeah, it's just, this game is non-stop action. It's just team fight after team fight. I see Jinx here, so I pop my ult because she used her chompers. Gonna run after her, but she gets her frickin' her E? Yeah, her E. She uses a zap on me, so that's unfortunate. I'm just gonna tank this tower because I can. I can survive Jinx's damage. I have my ult running, so I'm just gonna take that down. I tried to go for the inhibitor here, but the enemy team's up, so we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna save Zyra's bacon right there. No, do I? No. She dies to bleed, I'm pretty sure. Yep. I almost kill Talon here though, with the poison and Zyra's passive, but fortunately it was not to be. I stick around here because I see that Thresh is still pretty low and he might be going like clear a wall or something. And I see him there, so I'm like, alright, let's go. Instantly regret that decision where Volibear shows up, but ends up being worth it because Volibear is going to die, and so is Lissandra when she comes in. Ari is going to do a great Zhonya's. I don't know if that actually... No, it didn't. Didn't put it ult on cooldown, but yeah. That's just that's good. So 1 for 3, whatever. Keep picking up wards here, even though I forget to use them because there's so much action going on. I also upgrade my trinket to the pink ward trinket because for those of you who don't know, the yellow trinket upgrades are now only 250 gold. So that's very good. You should be getting them a lot more often now. But I get the pink ward trinket just to help out with Talon. But I don't think I use it in the chaos. I just slips my mind again. Like I said, I'm notoriously bad when it comes to trinkets and remembering to upgrade them and remembering to use the upgraded trinkets. But fortunately, it doesn't do anything bad this game. Baron is up. Baron is not taken by either team this game. There's just so much fighting going on. It's just never a factor, and the fighting's always around Dragon. Ari lands another great charm, and instead of taking the lantern right there, Volley instead decides to go in, which is bad. He gets chunked down really quick. Zyra dies, but that's alright. I'm going to just zone Jinx out here, get away from the fight. That's what you want to do with Singed. You want to go straight for their fucking carries and get those carries out of the fight, make them run away, and then sandwich them between you and the rest of the team. Like, just up in there. That was pretty much perfect. Ideally, you want to have your ult and your ghost up when a team fight starts, and as soon as the team fight starts, as soon as the enemy team initiates, or your team initiates, just make a beeline for the carries. I mean, if you have to peel for your team, do that. But if you don't need to do that, just run for the enemy carries and just zone them out of the fight as much as you can. That's the best thing to do with Singed. Here I have, for some reason, I think we can end, so I'm like, come on, let's take like one tower at least, but... Oops. Oh well. That's actually pretty bad. This Dragon is up, and I'm not going to be up for another 35 seconds. I do have my TP up, but the enemy team can rush Dragon down. There's not We could probably still win the fight, but there's not much we can do. I'm worried. I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have died there. But it's okay. It works out. Our team has so much damage with just these 3 members. They're gonna be able to take the dragon before the enemy team shows up. That's good. And Thresh is gonna flash over the wall and then the hook, and that initiates another fight. Technically, a favourable fight for them because it's like what, 3v4, 3v5, but they only go in as 3, and 3v3 we're stronger than them, so yeah, it doesn't matter. We're gonna win that fight. I'm not gonna TP in here at first because I'm like, okay, well, pretty much everyone's dead, but then, you know, Zyra waits there, so I'm like, alright, I'll go in. And we're just going to pick up Jinx here. I'm going to chase her down with my ult. Lissandra's going to come in. Not really much you can do. She's going to go for Zyra. She should be running away. I'm going to flip her away. Well, no, she would have killed Zyra if she didn't Zhonya's there, I'm pretty sure. But she does, and she's going to die. So that's good. Oh, maybe she wouldn't have killed her because she ran through the bush, but I reckon she would have. Now here you're going to see something funny. I'm going to run top lane to get this creep wave, and on the way there, watch the minimap. You're going to notice the white line that shows my pathfinding. It's going to change when I run. Is that the creeps completely block the lane, and the game's like, oh, the creeps have completely blocked the lane. Let's go around. So that's probably the biggest creep block I've ever seen. I literally had the game change my route around the map because creeps were blocking the way. Which is pretty funny. But yeah, no dragon up, no objectives. Baron is warded, so I'm just going to go back to farming again. 168 CS at 31 minutes. That's horrible. But, you know, 12 and 10. So much fighting. It's crazy. Gonna go for Banshee's Vow here. Honestly, I don't know what was going through my head when I went to get this. Looking back now, I think I'd still support that, and I'm going to pick up the upgraded trinket as well. I noticed that, you know, it's really Lissandra that's doing a lot of the damage to me in fight. She's locking me up. She's, you know, throwing Qs at me all the time. You know, Talon's diving in the backline and dying instantly. He's not attacking me. You know, Thresh does no damage. Jinx is sort of attacking me, but mostly it's Lissandra pretty much all the time trying to get me. So I'm like, alright, I'll go Banshee's Vow, which will still give me a spell shield to block, you know, a Jinxie or, you know, the Lissandra Q that could help me catch up and take someone out. So I stand by it, but it's a bit of a weird choice, I admit. See Thresh here, so I'm like, alright, let's go. And pick him up, chuck him in the goo. Olaf goes in the other direction, goes for Jinx. He is going to fall, but he's going to take down Jinx as well. And be like, oh, it's a bit weird. They're going to go onto the tower. No, they're not. They're going to run back to base. They know better than that. And I'm just going to zone them out here. Like I said, Singed does no damage to towers. You just want to zone people out. If you're playing Singed, unless you're like, you know, two-manning Baron or something, and you have to tank it, if you're playing Singed, you don't really want to be attacking the objective. You want to be just zoning the enemy away. What I like to do a lot when me and my team is doing Baron and it's, you know, 4v5, so I'm like, alright, let's do Baron, but the enemy jungler is still up, I'll just pop Ghost, tell my team to get Baron, I'll just run straight to the enemy jungler and just basically just keep their jungler away. The jungler can't run past me because I'll just, you know, flip them backwards, I'll throw Mega Adhesive, I'll do everything I can to keep that jungler away from the Baron so that my team can get it safely. Even if I have to die, it's worth it. And in this team fight, the enemy's just getting caught out by some really great Ahri charms and Zyra snares, and we're just cleaning them up pretty easily. This fight's going to go on for so long, Lissandra's actually going to respawn. There's just so much fighting, it's crazy. Lissandra's going to come back in again here, like I said, she respawns. Zyra lands another amazing snare. She's going to pop her ult, and she's going to flash away. She always just comes back and dies again. That's how powerful we are right now. Olaf is going to get top lane, but the enemy inhibitor is going to respawn, so we're going to have to get back in form and head back down that mid lane. Baron is up, but that's not really on our mind right now. We're just going to try and get that inhibitor down, then maybe, you know, after we get the inhibitor, you can make a play for Baron. But while we get that inhibitor, it's just going to be another fight, another fight, another fight. Because, you know, they have Lissandra and Talon, they're always going to try and fight. Yeah, you can't win with that comp by being a pussy. You have to go in. And, you know, we have me as the giant frontline tank, and we just have the amazing catches with our zz'rot and Ari just to take the enemy out. Here I'm like, alright, I'm just going to create some pressure here. I don't intend to get this inhibitor, I'm just like, I'll draw people up here, that's cool. Unfortunately, I draw a bit more attention than I really wanted. And I just get gangbanged by the entire enemy team. But I chunked them all down with my damage. So, I'm sorry, okay, they're chunked. That wasn't worth it for them. Just go, go, go. Get that bottom tower, and then it's all good. But we're going to get that bottom tower and a few kills as well. Don't chase Singed. Just let him be. He just wants to farm most of the time. Don't chase Singed. It's bad. Especially if the game is, yeah, if he's right in front of your base. Another great zz'rot snare right there. Takes out Thresh. And then Olaf just goes complete fucking man mode here and annihilates everyone. Oh, I remember back when Olaf was like complete trash, like when he first got nerfed. But now with the new jungle, he can sustain well, he can clear fast, and his ganks are pretty good. So he's actually really great in the new jungle. He might even see playing the LCS again. Who knows? I hope to see that. I like Olaf. Olaf is a bro. Even if he's not running Olaf, he's just a bro. I always like games against Olaf players. They're always so nice because they know their champion shit, and they're playing it because they like playing it. Just like me with Singed. I think Singed is a little bit weak right now. I think that, yeah, balance-wise, he's in a really good spot. I think that the latest round of buffs he got, yeah, he's in a good spot balance-wise. But with the current meta, no, not really. So I think he's a bit weak, but I play him because I like playing him. So, fuck it. Fuck around with Volibear here because our team's doing dragon. Like I said, no point in me going to help out with that dragon. I do no damage, so I'm just going to fuck around with him, keep him away from it. That's all good. And another fight's going to break out here. I get caught out, quotation mark fingers. Gonna get locked up in the Jinx shit, but that's alright. Jinx blows her ultimate on me. Yeah, everyone blows their shit on me, so they just die because they got nothing for the rest of my team. And everyone dies, and we just end out the game right there. So a very fun game. Shout outs to the Ari and the zz'rot who were great this game, especially the Ari for recognizing me in game. That's a bit weird considering there's so few people on OCE. But thanks for the feedback, and thanks to zz'rot for the feedback as well on my videos. Hope you enjoyed, people. Especially you guys in summer school. You can carry with champions like Singed. You can do well with low damage champions, even though that game I certainly wasn't low damage. Just in general, you can do well with low damage champions if you know how to play them enough. So play the champions you like playing. Don't play what's OP. Just play what you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Chimpso is out. See you guys next time. Hopefully a new video in a couple days' time.